Shane has autistic spectrum disorder with ADD, and it affects his daily life because he is a little impulsive and has problems focusing, has a little trouble paying attention to detail, and perseverates on things, especially with his relationship with his sister.
It made me feel upset that I was bugging Charlotte, but I just couldn't stop it.
He would wake up often in the night and also very early in the morning, typically around 5 o'clock in the morning. We had been to Shane's neurologist for a checkup, and he mentioned that Shane was showing signs of ADD. So I happened to mention this information to Shane's therapist, his counselor, and she is familiar with BrainCore. She had some other clients who were doing BrainCore, so she passed along the information to me.
Shane first came to me as an autistic patient on the low end of the spectrum. His parents were very concerned because he was having a problem falling asleep. This was not only affecting him, but the entire family. He was waking up at 5 a.m. and several times throughout the night. They couldn't get him to sleep, and they had tried everything. After about 25 sessions, Shane was sleeping through the night, waking up minimally 1, possibly 2 times. And now he's just finishing up his second round of BrainCore, and his parents couldn't be happier.
I like BrainCore because it helps me at home, and it helps me do things that I couldn't do before. I sleep better and be nice to my sister more, and I don't bug her anymore.
Before BrainCore, when Shane would misbehave, he would cry, and because I would get upset, and I would say, "What are you doing, and why are you behaving this way?" And sometimes he would break down and cry, which would make me cry, because he would say, "I can't help it, I can't help it." And I knew he couldn't help it, and that was very frustrating as a parent. And to be able to give him a treatment that would be able to give him control of his own brain, and for him to be able to, even though he still misbehaves because that's the nature of his brain, but for me to be able to say, "Can you stop this? Can you control what you're doing?" And for him to be able to say, "Yes, I can," and to choose to, there's no description in words to be able to describe the feeling as a parent, to know that I don't have to discipline my son all the time. I can actually say to him, "You can fix this," and he says, "Yeah, I can." And the pride that he has in himself when I say to him, "Good job, because you were bugging her and you chose to stop, and I didn't have to yell at you to stop." And the smile, the light in his eyes, him knowing that his self-esteem has improved significantly because of that, there's no words.